All right, next system. This one is also about employees. This one is about employee communication. So what are we doing about employee communication? How are we communicating to our employees? How are they communicating to each other? So I want you to just kind of set up a system for that. It's a little bit of a different system because I just want you to basically to get organized around employee communication. When are your staff meetings? How many are you having? When do they fall? Pick those dates. Do you do one-on-one staff meetings? When do those fall? Pick some dates for those. How are you communicating on your little phones? Are you just randomly group texting a bunch of different groups with a million different threads? Are you using Band, Trello, Asana, Slack, Chat, Google Chat? How are you communicating in groups? Pick something that works for you and commit to it. What about in-studio communication? Does your staff have binders or files or mailboxes or whatever? If somebody calls and leaves a message for them and you have something on paper you need to leave for a staff person, where does it go? Does it go in a binder, in a folder, in a mailbox? Where is that? So that's a great system to put into place if you don't have it already. Is there a calendar of events that they can link into? Do you have an iCalendar account that's just for all your staff stuff? A Google account? We have a Google Calendar that's linked to our Gmail and our Drive and all of that. I send invites to all the staff so they can then sync it up to their own calendar so it can pull up and they can see it mixed in with all of their personal stuff if they want to. And on the daily, how is your staff communicating? Like, do you have an office communication system? For wrapping up the end of the day. We do an office recap at the end of every day. So we open up an email when the morning person opens, and we basically start an email with anything big that needs to be communicated to the other office staff or to me. That the morning person starts it, the afternoon person continues it, the closing person finishes it, and then they send it. And it gets sent to a group office email so that everybody can kind of look back on it. When the person comes in the next morning, they can look at that email first and look at the recap from last night and see if there was anything dramatic that happened that needs attention. So that communication really helps nothing fall between the cracks. So employee communication, work through that, and most of your employee issues will get cleared up if we can kind of nail this down.